Okay. Finished. Target neutralized. I knew there had to be a bone charm in this room. I just knew it. I could hear the noise. Did I ever get the code to this thing? No, I did not. Unless it was in my notes. Well, maybe this is a clue. What did I tell you? I had the right idea! Actually, I will be leaving this place alive. In fact, I'm leaving right now. Goodbye, gentlemen.
We're not done yet, assassin. What about the shrines? Tell me about the blood rituals. You learned such a profane practice.
I know you're here.
I don't have any sleep darts, so this is gonna be hard.
Shout if you see him. We know you're here. Rats, damn you. Where are you?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Nice shit. Aha! Guards!
So, how'd you get caught?
Thank you. Let's go. I'm worried they sent for the hounds.
What, after what happened last night? Indeed, I believe so.
I'm still trying to figure out why you let the Empress's bodyguard go. And now Rothwild's snug in a box. What's got into you? Barrister Timsh lives up in the legal district. I know it pretty well. From what I hear, the Timsh family is practically at war with itself. Talk to his niece Talia if you can. I should probably tag along when you go. Crazy rich people are buying up a lot of that Sokolov security technology these days. Keeps the weepers and looters out. I might be useful.
As in, we both leave now? Or...
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done here. I was caught, but I didn't kill anybody. Running away from the assassin route, apparently. Didn't get all the runes, but I did get all the bone charms. And there were no outsider shrines, so didn't need to worry about that. I put down the captive whale because I felt bad for it. And yeah, I think we're done. And see, this is where I left off originally. The legal district, eminent domain. Delilah once painted portraits for barrister Arnold Timish, a corrupt aristocrat who uses his legal power to evict families from their homes and claim property for the Lord Regent, based on false accusations of plague. Right, because remember, in the main campaign, Trevor said that everybody who is evicted from their homes for having plague doesn't actually have the plague. This guy is just being a dick. Barrister Tim's niece, Talia, hates him. And so she's promised to help you locate Delilah for a price. Meet with her to find out what she knows.
As a young girl, Delilah was a baker's apprentice in Dunwall Tower. Years later, a painter in Sokolov Circle. Barrister Arnold Timsh paid her to paint portraits. Him, I knew. A nobleman, born rich. And now he was making a second fortune, seizing the assets of plague victims for the Lord Regent. But Barrister Timms was also fighting a private war with his own niece. Something to do with the family fortune. Lurk was probably right. We needed to speak with the niece first. Her feud with the old barrister was something we could use. I got a message to the barrister's niece, and she claimed to know things about Delilah that no one else did. But the knowledge would have a price. I wasn't surprised. I went to meet her.
Let's go to favors. Room drop-off. Whale oil delivery. There will be some conveniently placed whale oil tanks by the first gate on your way into the district.
That was gentle. He'll snore for an hour. Talia
Oh,
should
this
be
guy?
waiting in Trevor's Close. It's an alley just past the Wall of Light. You'll know it by 3 whitewashed skulls.
3 skulls.
Desmond does not use this information to his advantage whatsoever.
There's the rune. I'll be sure to get that first. Rats are eating our babies. Consider yourself off duty. You as well. Sorry, did I interrupt your pissing? Assess's note, as requested. Thanks, Gary. I'll be sure to call you next time.
Be advised, Bundry Rothwild, founder of the Rothwild Slaughterhouse, has been reported missing. Remain vigilant and report any suspicious persons or activity to the City Watch.
My blink just isn't far enough.
Oh, someone's not feeling well. Get out
Stay
right
hidden
now.
for long.
By the outsider. Hey, wake up. Hear me? I know you're here.
Looks like we got rid of all the guards.
So, wait a minute. What were these extra whale oil tanks for?
Bitterleaf Crematorium and Fluid Works. Allow us to remove your departed loved one. 200 coins. Oh, that sounds cheap. Full incineration with no remains but ash. Retrieval from your home with gentle handling. Alright, sounds like a good deal. Started over there. I guess I could have just gone up these stairs. My way was more fun. We also have these guys over here. I think they're gonna have a conversation as I get closer.
district.
What do you know?
Why's that?
The Hatters have been trying to get in lately. We don't need any more burglaries.
Better keep his eye on the key then. Hatters are likely to come after it.
Oh, the Hatter Gang.
Maybe this isn't so. It has some merit.
I wonder if they got that name after the Mad Hatter. I suppose I could hide behind this.
Huh?
Almost got me. Almost got me. Not quite. Alarm? Already? Oh crap. But like, what the fuck? Thank you. I'm gonna get the guard in here. Okay. We're here. The guard is right at the window. Not anymore, he's not. Okay, good, and nobody heard that. Missing keynote. Cap? Is that what it says? Looks like the Hatters broke in and took the key to the legal district. I'm going to knock some heads. Pete, Lizzie Stride, and the Dead Eels. Excerpt from a City Watch River patrol report. William Cotter, captain of the merchant vessel the Windover, I think. I'll get closer so I know what I'm reading. William Cotter, captain of the merchant vessel the Windover, reports that on the 23rd day of the month of Nets, his vessel was waylaid by the Dead Eels, a gang of notorious criminals known for acts of river piracy, wanton destruction, and smuggling. Prior to the blockade, the Windover was bound for Dunwall bearing medical supplies, food, and material goods from the city of Driscoll in northeast Bristol. The captain claims that midnight he heard the aft bell sound the alarm. As the weather was foggy, the captain's first thought was that of an imminent collision. But when he exited his quarters, he found a grisly scene. Half his men already gutted on the boards, and the rest locked in a vicious struggle. Captain Cotter surmised that Dead Eels had swum up to the boat and scaled the side of the ship with climbing hooks. But now they'd caught the ship, or where they'd come from, he couldn't fathom. Realizing he had no chance and knowing the Dead Eels took no prisoners, Captain Cotter immediately hid in a hollow of a false-bottomed shipping crate. I asked the captain why a legitimate trader should need secret compartments, but he couldn't remember where he'd gotten it, and assured me that it had been empty. Safely hidden from view while his crew was butchered, Cotter also witnessed the appearance of the Dead Eels' leader, a violent woman by the name of Lizzie Stride. He reports that her teeth were filed to sharp points, and that she went about the deck of the ship barefoot. Cotter, clearly out of his mind with fear, even claims her feet were webbed. Adding to my suspicion, I'll note that Captain Cotter still has the stench of brandy on his breath when the river patrol fished him out of the water. Stride proceeded to question the first mate for several minutes before biting the man's tongue out of his own mouth and tossing him into the river. Eventually, the dead eels discovered the captain's stash of King Street brandy. Captain Cotter used this discovery and the ensuing celebration as an opportunity to slip overboard undetected. I'm recommending a detailed patrol of the area in case of the dead eels left any clues. They sank the ship, but some useful wreckage might be recovered. Also, I recommend that William Cotter's status as captain and his trading license be stripped at once. Further, the man should be investigated for charges of smuggling along Wrenhaven. Officer Manley Hatchkins, Wrenhaven Patrol. It started to sound like a book that I had already read, but I decided to keep going. Sorry for sounding so confused. Where is he? There he is. Oh, are these Hatter Gang members?
Come on, spread out.
Seriously, did he just say it must have been rats?
That's it. He's gone. It's just a matter of time, buddy. No, you're. Is anyone there? I give up. Let him. I give up. He got away.
That was quick. Again, I'm playing on Elite and they just give up. What kind of gang member are you? Got him. Y'all didn't see shit. Oh, here's a door. I was wondering if I was going to see them on that balcony. Legal district key. That sounds useful. Got some more gang members mad about me.
I lost him.
I only have a couple sleep darts left. Do I really want to use them now?
I'll move over here.
Now, are you upstairs or down? Oh crap. Oh. Chauncey? Who the heck is Chauncey? A dead guy, I guess.
Still prowling around.
I'm gonna put him here so he's not being bothered by flies anymore.
What?
Please don't come over here. Thank you. Gotcha.
Yeah, someone's still around.
Here, you get to chill with a dead guy. Wait a minute. I could have gone in this way. I could have gone in this house. From there, I was out there on this thing here, and I could have just used Blink to come in here, or I could have climbed. But I didn't recognize this as an open window. I thought it was closed. My bad. Alright, whatever. So that's where they're coming from. One of them must still be out there in the back alley. Unless they're inside. No, 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 no.
Gotcha. Alright, is that it? Hatter house key. Well, I guess I don't need that anymore. Seeing as how I opened it already. Well, this is a sad room. You got a sink and a shelf with one thing on it. Tin of Pratchett jellied eels. Sounds delicious. Oh, it's for this door. Well, I'm not gonna unlock it because I don't feel like it. Yeah, okay. You almost got me. But I'm too quick for you. Somebody's getting threatened. Uh-oh.
Look at you, the master assassin. So you want to know about Delilah? Well, my uncle is bewitched by her, so we won't tell you anything. I require only 2 things. Get rid of my uncle, and bring me his last will and testament. In exchange, I'll tell you what you want to know about Delilah Copperspoon. And I'll pay you cold hard coin for your trouble. Come back to me when it's done.
You got yourself a
Let's meet
deal.
at the docks when you return.
Delilah Copperspoon. Where'd she get a name like that?
What is it?
I just wanted to say, congratulations on getting your own squad.
Oh, that's nice. Was that it? Sounded like he was nervous to say that.
Shouldn't we have more men, sir? I heard the Hatters claim this block.
We're the Watch, fool. You're worth any 5 of those street filth. Try to remember that.
I can conserve my other sleep darts. Save them for something else. I'm standing right behind him and they didn't immediately work. What's up with that? Okay. Oh? Notice. Cap took the key. If you need it, good luck. He's down the street at the almshouse. I think that's the one I just got.
Dowd,
Scout up ahead. Try to find out where Timsh is.
there's an equipment stash on the rooftops nearby. We've been anticipating doing a hit on Timsh for some time.
I know. Half the city wants him dead. We'll earn some gold on this one. I'll meet you up ahead.
What was that?
You know what it was.
Nothing after all.
And there's another wall of light. I thought I heard a bone charmer rune. The sound sings to me.
He won't say who he is or what he's doing, but I locked him up just to be safe. He seems familiar to me. Reminds me of someone who used to do business with Timsh, but I'm not sure.
Good work, Sid. Now that that's handled, we can move on. You got the orders from Timsh, right? What's the next address?
Crow's Court off Bramley Street. But there's a problem, sir. The Forstalls live there, and their kids used to sneak us food at the back door. I know it's the job, sir, but it's awfully hard seeing them turned out like this. They don't even have the plague. I've been there last week.
Excellent. Simmons, you'll show me this back stoop and we'll go in that way. Start tallying the place up. You've given us the tactical advantage. We'll get Timsh's money.
But, sir...
I'll put it another way. You think I care which door we kick in tomorrow? The next day? Behind each is another useless pack of aristocratic sots and their precious offspring. And I don't care if they all end up mudlarks.
Sir, they've been good to me.
Simmons, before I worked for Barrister Timsh, I was dredging out the real Weeper dens. You ever done that? Ever broken down a door and bathed in that stench? Fought housewives with blood on their faces, swinging at you with a piece of broken furniture. Other times it's just rats inside, hundreds of them, stripping some drunk to the bone. Maybe you'd like to be transferred to my old squad.
No, sir. Certainly not.
I used to call myself brave, Simmons. Till I saw a man lose a fight with a pile of rats. So when Barrister Timsh says all I gotta do is rough up a rich bastard, cuff him a few times till he stops talking about his rights, I jump at the chance. I cry with happiness. You understand me?
Yes, sir. We'll approach from the back stoop. They won't be alarmed when they see me.
Right. Good man. It's them or us. No room for heroes in the time of plague. You just do your job and I'll make sure you keep this posting.
Sounds like you have a terrible superior.
Hey, what was it? I know something's up. Gotta be here somewhere.
Okay, good. I made it up here.
Something's up. I guess everything's all right.
Yeah, everything's okay. I took care of your stupid superior for you. Maybe you'll thank me later. I should probably take him out too,
Stupid goddamn.
so he doesn't mess up my streak.
Yeah, right, Mom. It's in here.
I'm sorry. Don't take it personally. You seem like a good guy. I'm gonna leave you right here, safely on the ground. What? Do you know me? Roland.
It's Dowd, isn't it? You wouldn't be in this district unless you were after Timsh's head.
I thought you were an enemy.
What do you want?
Revenge. To do to Timsh what he did to me. I want him homeless, a victim of one of his own eviction documents. I've prepared one, complete with the forged signature of the Lord Regent.
Oh.
Please go to my old apartment. It's right next to Timsh's estate. Here's the address, but I doubt you can get inside from the streets. There you'll find my journal, which contains the entire plot and everything you'll need. But you're
Well,
a
that's handy.
businessman like I once was. I don't expect you to do this for free. If you do go to my apartment, you'll find something stashed there. Consider it your payment in advance.
Alright, you got it, pal.
The barrister dying would be nothing to me. I want him to see his own ruin. I want him to taste it.
That's how I'd like things to go down as well. I mean, some villains and antagonists should die, but usually it's way more satisfying if you get to see them endure pain.
You think I'm being needlessly cruel?
No.
You don't know what he does all day then. Fancy Barrister Arnold Timpsch signs a document, then the watch is at your door, dragging your wife into a plague wagon.
Oh, that sounds awful. Is that what happened to you? Because that sounds kind of specific.
I fought. Didn't even know I could fight. I broke a man's nose. I wish they'd killed me. You don't know what's happening in this city until you've seen the flooded district.
Hey, I live there.
Bodies. I don't even know if they were alive.
If you recall, Corvo went to the Flood District, which is where he found Dowd. And didn't kill him. Because that's not how I do things. And what do you mean I can't reach it from the rooftops? Do you know who you're talking to? Look, it's right there. This is a piece of cake. Apartment 10 key, eviction documents, Roland's journal. This ought to be spicy. So Timpsch thinks he's invincible because he carries a letter from the Lord Regent giving him legal immunity from the state, seizing his goods in case of plague. He carries it everywhere, like a talisman. But he's also drafted in the instrument of his own destruction. The document he uses for evictions is a generic form drafted by the office of the Lord Regent. It was trivial to acquire a blank one. Acquiring a forgery of the Lord document's signature was less easy. But thankfully some of my old connections are so loyal. Now, all I need to do is swap the two documents. Getting close enough to Timpsch to do this won't be easy. I may need help from a professional. And that's where I come in. Once that's done, the fool just needs a push to go down. And that's the second part. Inside Timpsch's basement, there's a device that circulates air in the building. If some material happened to find its way into the device, the building would reek like a weeper's den. I had to be particular about the actual material, as I do not wish to infect the guard or servants with plague and cause needless suffering. The unsavory gentlewoman living in Unit 10 has offered to provide the odorous item and a sturdy sack containing it. She craves my rune in exchange, so I will be forced to part with it. She has given me a key to her unit, so I can go and get the sack when I'm ready to make my move. So that's where the non-lethal route comes in. It's Legal Plaza. I'm just realizing how weird this name is. What's the legal district, as opposed to what? The illegal district? Which one is that? The flooded district? What are these names? You had a good thing going with names back in the main campaign. We had the flooded district, as I just mentioned, the distillery district. There's the Hound Pits pub and stuff like that. There's the dust district that's going to be in the next game. Legal. I don't. What? Is switching documents.
One less mess for the watch to clean.
Any guards up here? I'm on my way to apartment 10. That should be easy to get to. But switching out the documents may be a little less easy. That's Billy, I imagine. Maybe I should go to her first. Meet with your lieutenant on the rooftop for her report and gather additional information. My lieutenant has a name, thank you. I found a rune.
I thought I heard it, but I had to use my dark vision to find it. And there's the other one in the lady's apartment, and some others around here. Did dark vision do that when I played as Corvo? Or did I need to find runes in a different way? Oh right, yeah, I found runes as Corvo using the heart. But Dow doesn't have that. He's not fancy enough. Timpsh Estate basement key. I'm probably gonna need that. Reconnaissance notes. Timpsh is vigorous for a man of his age. He is known to keep himself armed with a sword and pistol, even when he's in his own home. He's been observed to be generally restless and mobile, pacing throughout the building, from his bedroom to the top floor to the lobby of law offices on the ground floor. Timpsh keeps his mother's will in a chest in his office on the 3rd floor. Front door leads into low offices lobby. Space is 2 stories high, with balconies overlooking the lobby floor. The second balcony on the facade, glass doors, leads directly to Timpsh's offices. Top floor balconies on the right and left of the building, easy access. A back door leads to the basement. It's kept locked, but a key was easy to find. Dumbwaiter accessible in the basement connects all floors, but it's a one-way trip. Once you get out, the panel shuts and the platform returns to the basement. Timpsh carries a key with him. Any important chests or cabinets are locked with it. Side room on the top floor is also mysteriously locked. It seems to be an art studio. An apartment near Timpsh's estate has rooftop access to the waterfront district. Good job, Billy.
He's in the lobby, explaining his little system.
I'm glad I did that. Cultist scribblings. This one was a father. He sired 6 of 3 mothers. He drowned one of them, but it wasn't his fault. How is that not his fault? You just said he drowned one of them. How is that an accident? One day the child's grandfather discovered what happened, but the old man did not agree with that assessment. As I would not. This one worked so hard he broke both of his hands. When he was of no more use, they threw him out. His mother cared for him until she died, after which he turned to begging. Then he died. This one liked to carve wood. Once he carved a small whale. He spoke to it and kept it in his pocket. Its brains knew all of his secrets, just as I do. And how do you know all of his secrets? This one was a teacher. She used to teach the children about the black-eyed one. She saw in her dreams. No one knew, but then one of the children went into a trance and began to cry to her name. Then the overseers came. And I'm guessing that kid was killed. Right? That's how this works? Ugh. This one was born to a wealthy family. He stayed out in the countryside because it was the only place he could see the stars at night. He was never educated, so he didn't know what they were. He used to pray to them. Okay, so that's, a nice scribbling. Especially compared to the other ones. I know where this leads. Yes.
I've always wondered, what does he smell like? Rotting flesh? Wild flowers? Does he ask you questions? I wonder when he'll speak to me.
If he speaks to you. Always nice to have a copy. What'll you say to me now, I wonder?
Here's one last lesson, for old time's sake. The barrister was a champion at finding his enemy's weak points, but he didn't see Delilah as a threat until it was too late. No one's watching Delilah now except you. And me, of course. I see everything. I see forever. And right now, I see a man walking a tightrope over a sea of blood and filth. The Empress is dead, and the water's rising. You've got Rothwild packed into a crate, bound for the frozen north, Dowd. Surprisingly clean work for a man with so much blood on his hands. Did the Empress change you? Or do you think this will help you dodge what's coming? You'd better hurry. You're running out of rope.
You were in a daze. I hope it was enlightening.
It was. I think. Well, as we saw in the ending of the main campaign, Corvo spared my life. So, yeah, I guess you could say, in a sense, I did dodge what was coming to me.
I hope he dies a lingering death.
The outsider? Why? He seems like a chill dude to me. Then again, he's like this Lovecraftian entity. So what do I know? Timpsh Estate Law Offices.
What a relief. After Talia's visit this morning, I thought the barrister was ready to start a war.
Uh-oh.
So Desmond is going to try this again.
What a relief. After Talia's visit this morning, I thought the barrister was ready to start a war. Now he's downstairs laughing.
He put her in her place. Even with all his maneuverings, it's the simple victories that give him the most pleasure, I think.
Chandelier.
Yeah, I like that.
Nope. Now then, I'm gonna take you boys over here, where nobody will discover your bodies. Not sure what was up with this dude's face. Looks like he has the plague. Look at that.
Benedict, I need to know what you expect regarding the Danforth Holding Company. They're only a month late, and they've been good for it in the past. Normally, I wouldn't hesitate to invent a plague infection complaint against them, and have all their assets seized. But they have a link to the Boyles, and they, as you know, are on the Do Not Touch list. It's hitting a little too close to home. I'm afraid you may have to settle your dispute with them by some other means.
I don't think I understood a word of that. Note from Timpsh. Scott, do we really need that alarm device in my office? But it's ugly. The colors clash and the cable is marking up the woodwork. I'm positively certain that the way it's been attached to the floor will cost a few thousand in coin to mend. Arnold.
Piece of trash, if you ask me.
Sorry, what? staff. Barrister Timpsh was complaining about squeaking in the doors, so they've been removed until the door order comes. Please don't throw anything down the shaft or do anything childish. Management. How did that not kill me? Note on chamber pots. All of the pots are currently out for cleaning. Please refrain from pissing all over the bare wood. Go piss in the back alley if you can't hold it. If the staff complains to me again, I'll give each of you a bathroom to clean using only your socks, understand? Captain Scott Blossom. Jeez.
Naturally, I have little cause for concern. The Lord Regents tended to that, granting me special immunity to all legal provisions concerning the plague.
Of course. The Regent needs the smartest and most capable in the city unencumbered by plague provisions.
Quite. I keep the document with me at all times. You never know when you'll need it.
Ah, what makes you among the smartest, would you say? Just an example.
Take the Rat Plague. Boo-hoo, yes? What a calamity. Half the city is bleeding out its eyes.
Half the people I know have been ruined.
Meanwhile, I've tripled my fortune. Go ahead, ask me how.
How, sir?
The key is to create a buffer zone. Take the areas that surrounded the hives of infection and blockade them. Empty them. What do you think these guards do all day?
Go into the core city where the plague's worse. Make sure folks who got it worst get out to the flooded district. Turn over anything they've got to the public trust.
Useless. Anybody who's got the plague, they sell all their goods just to buy some crackpot cure. And they'll fight. We're losing men every day. But the middle class...
Of course.
I'm using the law. Sending men in to evict middle-class families before the plague even appears. They have money. What's the point of evicting poor people? They're dying anyway.
Well said, sir.
And shopkeepers can't fight worth a damn, so no one gets hurt. And now there's almost a full ring of empty houses all around the high city.
You ought to be Lord Regent yourself, sir.
Shut up.
Sorry, sir.
I'm going to enjoy watching you fall. That looks precious. Be a shame if something were to happen to it.
Now, where is he? I know you're here somewhere, scum. Ring the alarm! Ring the alarm!
So they're still gonna ring the alarm, but I haven't been...
Get over here!
I was just about to say I didn't get caught. Are you kidding me? As I was saying, they did ring the alarm, but I hadn't been caught. Yet. I'd rather the alarm doesn't get rung, but as long as I'm not seen, I think it's fine.
Let's just see what happens if I get another crack at this guy.
You won't get that chance.
Oh.
Sorry to disappoint you.
We know you're here. We'll find you. We know you're here. None of this would have gotten so bad if that damn fool Corey...
Sorry, what were you saying? Where'd the other guard go? His body was right here. It's weird. I thought the enemies were supposed to be more perceptive in elite mode, but that guy was just walking down the stairs, didn't see me at all. A note from Timsh. Melissa, I know that it's common practice for maids to bind their hair, but I really think it does you a disservice. I'm sure there wouldn't be a problem if you left yours free, and I would enjoy the sight. If you have any other concerns about your dress code, please speak with me. I'm certain that we could find some leeway. I want to make sure you're comfortable while you work. Arnold. Right. If you want to bang her, then just say so. But this guy seems like a bit... There's gonna be a guy. There. Yes.
Whacked in the head? I'll got you now.
Letter from the Overseers. Mr. Timsh, we cannot currently spare an Overseer equipped with a musical device to become a member of your house guard. All of our ranks are currently very busy with other, weightier matters. If you fear an impending assault by a perpetrator of heretical arts, I suggest you come immediately to Holder Square for counsel and protection. Overseer Mallow, Office of High Overseer. Okay. Now I just need to find Timsh, get that key from his waist. I'm pretty sure the will is in that chest. A poem by Delilah. When pretty Emily woke one day, she saw the world a different way. Her eyes now looked with a stranger's guile. Her dainty mouth smiled a stranger's smile. Her hands now worked the stranger's wrath. Her feet now walked a stranger's path. Emily fed, another grew stranger. A stranger's craving drew her onward. And no one who looked on Emily's face ever guessed who ruled in Emily's place. 5 stars. Sorry, talk?
Who are you?
I understand your curiosity. I'm strange. I was a baker's apprentice in Dunwall Tower. A friend to Jessamine when we were girls. Then afterward, I made my name as a painter. Now, I am obviously something much greater. I hope that satisfies you. Because you won't get more. I ought to just kill you. But I'm going to give you a warning for the sake of my sisters, who were very impressed with you once upon a time. Stay away from me. There are great changes coming, and I'll expect you not to interfere. I have influence in places you won't expect. But as for Arnold Timsh, do what you want. I won't hold a grudge. I'm done with him.
Is that who you were looking for? Well, she's a bit of a bitch, and the artwork's hopeless. I know you have your reasons.
I know this ain't reality, but I just saw a statue talk to me. Not a fan of that uncanny stuff. I mean, it's creepy, right? Statues aren't supposed to talk. You're not supposed to move. That is a very nice painting. Good job on that, at least, Delilah. A letter from Roland. Dear Arnold, thank you for inviting my wife and me over for dinner last week. We both had a splendid time. I also appreciate you being so patient with her episode. Not many people are as understanding, and you showed considerable grace. I'm also happy I was able to confide in you with my business arrangements. I'm sure you will be able to keep them strictly confidential. But it was a relief to finally be able to vent about the frustrations I much endure daily to a colleague who understands these sort of things. I hope that you will allow me to return the favor and play host to you for an evening. Sincerely, Wiles Roland. Oh, you poor child. Past Roland is in for a rude awakening.
Mother, this is Arnold. If you happen to awaken while no one is present, I've prepared this for you, to remind you of recent events to help clear your mind and put you at ease. The plague has ended. I have married and will become Prime Minister, just as you always wanted. My sister and brother are both here and doing well. Your last will and testament has been written and approved. We all love you, Mother. Now go back to sleep. Rest. Everything is fine.
Prime Minister? I'm surprised that's still a thing. I thought the main thing was, Emperor. Well, there's also a Duke in this universe. A letter from a doctor. Barrister Timsh. I'm afraid I cannot in good conscience remain your mother's physician. The way you reportedly deny her access to practices which could potentially restore her lucidity is nothing short of a death sentence, and I wish no part of it. Good day to you, sir. Dr. Partridge. I'm sure that guy's fine. Oh, what are you groveling for? Let's just close this. You won't be harmed, but I also can't keep you conscious. I hope you understand. You and your folk. Where is your friend? The blonde one, who was doing an admirable job of sucking up to Arnold. Then all of a sudden he had to apologize for suggesting that Arnold be Lord Regent. You would think that Arnold would like hearing that, but apparently not. Note from a lawyer. S. I suggest you do some research in cases concerning similar acts of arson. I don't think your client has a case, but if you confuse the issue enough with terror tales, the jury might just vote with their hearts rather than their heads. It's what Timsh would do, I trust. J. Note to Garwin. I understand your concern about security, but I trust the security of a key hanging from my own belt, not a combination lock. A combination lock can be guessed, cracked, bribed, but with a simple lock and key, the contents of my archives remain safe. As for lock-hips, fable. I never known such a thing to truly exist, have you? Timsh. Remain safe, you say?